It's Madden NFL 24, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, here in Dallas, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. But this team this year may have even extra pressure on their shoulders in what might very well be the toughest division. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will slide down with a good gain. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
47. Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Here we go, going to the 54, go to 54, line 26.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
47.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, number one.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ready.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
All right, come on.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on, two. Ready.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cowboys and Dak Prescott getting set to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
Everyone, kill. 47.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Here go 46, 47.
Prescott down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here go 47. Hey, kill. Here go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, shot?
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we... Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
47. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
46. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. Under. Here we go, 47. Here we go.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
47. Here we go, go to 54, here we go, kill. Gun. Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Tua gets this one to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Miami.
This is Mostert. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Mostert. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll run with Mostert, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 2.
2nd down and 8.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
We're going to 54. Why ain't it? We're going to 53. 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Pollard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill 61 yards. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
This one swung out to Vaughn. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Cowboys.
Here we go, 47.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And again, it's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everybody wants to sack the quarterback and get their stats up and put a guy on the ground, but sometimes the rush, the pressure, gets the job done just as effectively. Didn't have a clean throwing lane, forces an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TA. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Throwing, Prescott. Escape, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Emmanuel Agba in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, They'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. That's caught, and they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block. Then will there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Back to throw is Tua. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Prescott. He'll check this one down to Vaughn. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
Holding offense. Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Another run with Mitchell. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Tua going to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 3rd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 4th down, 2 into parts, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. That went into the hands of Flowers. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Duvernay in motion.
Report, report. Hey, middle.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Number 28, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Still fighting for more. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
13.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Right back to Mitchell here. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Now Lamar changing the play. Trying the right side with Mitchell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Duvernay in motion.
Hey, report. Yo. Go.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 now on first down. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Robbie Chosen, 33 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
A gain of 12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Once again, it's Mostert. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A handoff from Mitchell running left. There's a nice move. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Hey, middle.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
You got to make it happen.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the counter, Mitchell. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Open man is Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson now. And his pass incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Hey, Alfie, it's hot.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another.
Back now in Baltimore. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Whoa. 21G. Watch it, Oscar. Out.
Now Tua. That's caught by Chosen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hey, 21
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Solo left Zion. Hey.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Holding. Offense.
And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Go ahead.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throw caught by Achane. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Jason Sanders for his open field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
All right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Jason Sanders, 48.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want the shutout preserved.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Tua now on first down. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
21G, 21G. Watson, Oscar. Let's go. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Ready.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Here's Mostert. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.